My beautiful stars, reading time. I was seeing such an odd image. I was seeing two mirrors reflecting each other with like a shadow figure in between these two mirrors, which intuitively makes me feel someone's having to really face their reflection right now. So I'm going to do a you versus them, see who's kind of trapped in this mirror at the moment. But first, let's just confirm your connection. Make sure this is your collective. There's a few. Alright, so we've got abundance, chaser. Alright, paradise, addictions. Okay, I think right off the bat there's clearly a bit of a triggering relationship. This person could have really triggered your codependence and you them. But I do feel with these two, the right collective, you really have been trying to focus on a positive mindset, focusing on your own internal happiness, joy, coming into oneness. But we've got two cards here of codependence, so I don't think it's been easy to get to this point. Could have been quite an obsessive thought pattern towards one another here, but it's clearly had quite a few blocks. It's a restrained relationship at the moment. And also it could have felt quite controlling as well. And maybe you guys actually, you know, had some addictions in your connection as well, which added to the strain to the relationship. One more for your top row. I think I'm seeing both of you with this. I think you both have wanted to try and sort things out. This is the hovering over the phone, interested in conversing more, waiting for a phone call, text to arrive. Especially of recent, maybe there's been a little bit of longing here for one another. Clearly a lot of unanswered questions, positive mindset. I never see this in this card, but I'm literally staring at that person, like staring into their laptop. Maybe this person or you, especially of recent, maybe you've been trying to find each other on socials. Or maybe this person watches your socials, you, them. As we said it, sunglasses, stalking. That's, I feel the right collective, you're online. Or you've got a present, like you're quite open on your socials. Like your things aren't on private and stuff, okay? Those two together, that's what I was feeling. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. And you could have felt quite gaslighted by this person as well. Maybe there was a lot of denial here over certain things, which also added friction in the relationship. But that focusing out, like I think you both have kind of, through this process, been in a tailspin with one another. But I don't think you guys have communicated that. Abundance. So the cassette with positive thinking. You've clearly had a bit of frustration trying to stay positive as well. That could have just been on, that could have just been recent. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over and over. Maybe this collective, whenever you start to find some positiveness or release, your codependence in some way or form is activated again. I've had quite a few collectives over the past couple weeks that you're finding some release, you're finding more center, where I feel this collective, you could be transitioning. I kind of think you're sick of trying to stay positive all the time. You might be thinking, this isn't working. I'm not progressing with my positiveness in this situation. You're definitely sick of thinking about this person, this right collective. Chaser. New phase, rekindle, growth, transformation, changed mind. I'm not going to lie, I feel this chaser is the collective watching. And like we said with this, it's like you're fighting the release right now. You release and then you're like, it's just a real back and forth what I'm seeing. Okay, but I do believe the right collective, you're in a transition of changing your mind with this whole situation. It might not feel like it right now, but you clearly are. I think you just kind of feels like the right collective, you're hitting a bit of a breaking point right now when it comes to this. Happiness, expansion, joy. Runner, holy moly. So I'm going to be honest, I feel this. So you've got the chaser and runner. So the right collective, we still haven't broken out of this dynamic. And I'm not saying you're physically chasing, but even energetically, this hovering, I think you both have got still some of the core traumas that really put a wedge here, okay? I think the right collective, you think that this person is quite happy by themselves, but then you have moments of thinking, but we enjoyed each other so much, this was my paradise once upon a time, they must still have this emotion for me. You could have a label on it, especially if we've got chaser and runner here. It could be, you know, oh, this is my soul connection, this is my divine. And this person, like I said, I feel someone's facing their reflection right now. It could be both of you in an odd right, but I'm not going to lie, with what I was seeing my justice card with it. So I feel someone's going through a bit of a karmic cycle right now. So I can't see, like, you both have got quite a positive energy underneath you guys. I want one more for runner and paradise. Yeah, hand of cards. I think the right collective, you think this person is happy right now. There's parts of you that think they're coming back. But this having hand of cards here, I don't think the right collective, you know for fact this is going on. This person's clearly hiding their cards right now, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, not showing their hand right now. So I think this is more when your mind starts to race, you try and give yourself excuses why this person's still running, okay? But I think this is more what you think is going on in the situation. But for the right collective, again, you don't know for fact this is happening. This person is emotion back, okay? Mask with addictions. So I don't think you realize that this person has moments of obsession themselves, okay? But I think you guys deal with it differently. Clearly, if you resonate more with that chasing energy, when this comes over you, energetically, it overwhelms you, okay? You could get sad. You could find it really hard to distract yourself. You could even, you know, shed some tears. Where I feel this person, it's like you have a sense of urgency. You just want to hear from them. Whoever the runner is in this dynamic, when they feel this, they just mask more, and shut down more, okay? For me, again, to see what I'm seeing, this person still has some big lessons that they need to learn. Like, we didn't get the soul connection. We didn't get twin flames, okay? You got the dynamic of the energy blocks here still. So if this person's wheel's coming around, yours would be in an odd ride as well. You clearly have different lessons you're supposed to learn in this period. But not showing true feelings. Hiding, pretend, delude, gaslighting. And I will say, if this person struggles with addictions. That numbs our thought pattern. If addictions, gosh, we can barely understand our own emotion, let alone someone else's. So the fact that Mars has come out underneath addictions, I have a feeling this person probably struggles with a few things here. Let it be drinking, let it be the other stuff. It could even be harder stuff. I think this person knows how to, not that it really numbs emotion away, but in the moment it desanitizes them. Okay, again, I feel this person's still in distraction mode. Hovering. Sunglasses. And they could have some people attached to them too. Girl, boy with a snake. Especially if it is this person in this reflection and some of their lessons, for them to be stuck between two mirrors, it means they're being faced their own bad behavior, right? So if this person is a runner, an avoidant in love, and they need to have that reflected back to them, a taste of their own medicine, maybe this person is tied into some form of situationship or love energy, okay? It's not just, it would be specific things that the universe is trying to make this person aware of when it comes to their behavior and their shadow. So anyway, it'll be interesting. Let's just keep going. But I think there has been external interference here, and maybe you're unaware of it. Maybe you're unaware that whoever's attached to this person kind of checks in on your energy. If you're easily accessible, like I said before when I was seeing that laptop, it'd be silly to think it's just this person looking in. But let's get into it. Alrighty, let's just quickly, I want to confirm what's around you guys. How many days? 2. Okay. So let's see what's around you this next 48 hours. From what I can feel, this is still quite blocked, but let's just get into it. Wow. Love spell. Be careful. I always see magic with that, okay? I think you're both still trying to balance. There could be detail about sexuality, but just with the theme of what I'm feeling with those other cards, I think you're both in the process of still balancing yourself out emotionally, okay? But I think there's just a whirlwind of emotion around both of you. You could literally be feeling bewitched by each other. It's just sad because from what I can feel, when this person kind of ignites with emotion for you, they still try and avoid it. Whoa, okay. Date night. One more for date night. Be careful. And I don't think they're this. I just think this person unfortunately doesn't have the best tools to be able to deal with emotion. But by the looks of it, this collective, you're the same, okay? I say this all the time. When we choose our healing journey, it's not to never feel emotion again, but it's learning how to ride the wave of it. It's learning how to confront it. It's learning... Okay, say your trauma is the codependence, the anxiety, the abandonment, the chasing energy. You'll never come to a point you don't feel that again, but it's when it does come over you, you understand emotion's just emotion. I need to ride the wave of this. I need to teach my mind, my subconscious programming, that emotion comes and goes in waves. It's not as bad as my trauma, my childhood trauma, my shadow makes it out to be. It's not getting angry with yourself when you feel this pull emotionally. It's learning how to calm yourself, okay? And other end of the spectrum, if this person's avoidant and when they get confronted by emotion, they try and distract themselves or they desanitize, that's their lesson to learn. And I just think right now you both still, unfortunately, when emotion comes over you, I do think there's a transition, but it's still overwhelming, especially this collective. You're like, am I ever going to heal? Am I ever going to... That first part, you are healing. It's just slow, okay? No one will ever be perfect. Again, it's not that life gets easier. We just get better. Okay, we know how to deal with it better. So I don't think they are this, but do I think that they present full of themselves? Yeah, they do. They've got the mask and the cards, and then that comes to you. Is that something you want to keep dealing with? Okay. Until this person understands what they're feeling, they're always going to present. Remember what I say, our shadow, right? So when someone's vulnerable, when someone's nervous, our protection comes out. This person's protection is, I'm going to act like I don't care. I'm going to act undaunted. I'm going to act oblivious to the situation. I'm going to act like I'm having the time of my life so no one understands how much this is affecting me. Okay? And then their armor, when they act like that, your armor, you completely shut down. You feel like you're crazy. I love them more. They're just using me. They're just this, they're just that. You start to become very self-critical, and their actions affect this collective self-confidence and worth. You take it really personally instead of seeing, clearly I make them vulnerable. This is why they present masked with me. I'm not going to let it get under my skin. Don't take their armor personally. Yeah, there it is. There is someone else here. Okay, someone else in the middle trying to sabotage this. For that to be in your main part as well, I feel that this person is connected to this runner in the situation. And I'm not going to lie, I feel there's some very pivotal lessons being learnt reflection-wise with this someone else. Which makes me believe this someone else is very aware of your energy. I think you knew about them once upon a time, or this runner has spoken about you in past conversations. Maybe every time they argue, they bring you up or they compare things. This person knows about you. Okay, so don't make it fit. Distance. So you and your, I'm going to say person, may be physically or emotionally distant. I think both for this collective. So the universe, back to not being so hard on yourself about healing. The universe is saying everything's in divine timing. You've got to let it flow and trust us, and you're doing amazing. But I'm not going to lie, I think this is more of a lesson coming here to really understand. If someone's presenting like this, one, I can't take it personally, but two, I need boundaries. I'm not going to live my life dealing with someone's armor, especially when it comes to love. If they can't communicate clearly with me, if they can't be transparent and honest about their emotion, communication, date night or not, it's not going to get anywhere. It's about, yes, not getting angry at them for presenting like this, but two, understanding your boundaries and self-appreciation. And the more you excuse it with this person, and the right collective, you've clearly excused it a lot, it's progressively going to get worse, 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 worse and worse. I think it's time to empower yourself and get your power back with this. Get ready to be wined and dined. Yeah, personally, they're going to make it very clear that this person still triggers you emotionally. I wouldn't be going on a date night with this person, because I promise you, the right collective, I know you guys don't like to hear this stuff, it'll backfire. No bigger sign than your body's emotion, and your body's emotion is clearly going to be ignited. One more for that. You could, side note, be in the transition of moving. This card says moving in with your partner, but I don't see how you're going to be moving in with this person in the next couple of days. I think it's more you're either moving, or as well, you could have lived with this person, and maybe that's why. If you were once upon a time seeing this person as your paradise and you're enjoying each other, you clearly had, for what you felt, a strong foundation in the past, okay? You could have lived with them. But also this person could be moving to, and another thing, I'm going to say it, especially with this date night here and this person seeming very full of themselves. If this person comes in and wants a date night, but then, I don't know, comes to pick you up or just says, oh, let's just stay here and chill out, I'd definitely be shutting the door. If you haven't seen this person for a while and they just want to Netflix and chill, don't put yourself in that position. I'm no one's mum, but for what's happened here, the last thing you want to do is be, like, understand how sacred you are. Or as well, and I just heard this, maybe just before this happens, because the front door, maybe you... As a sign, you break a door or something happens to your door. Okay. Why am I seeing someone's key snap in the door? And then someone else. It's about travel. Especially if there's distance here. Maybe they're also moving away from this energy. One more. Air sign. So this someone else could be an air sign. Air sign's clearly important, but I think this person's stuck in their mind too. And you want to hope, sorry, it's come to my mind, if this someone else travels for work or they need to, you know, they're going on a holiday or something, and then your person turns up, a little bit shady. One more for that. Confession. I was about to say really stuck in their mind, this person, maybe, and this happens sometimes, you get the karmic energy beeline you. Just be careful. Okay. You know what? I normally start with, I just want to get tarot. I just want to see what's going on in this person's life and where this someone else ties in, and then we'll really break it down. Connecting energy. Oh, not learning from the past. Third party friction. Someone else's influence. First card. So there's something here being reflected, like we said in the start, in their life. This card's also about not being committed, doing things alone. I'm going to say it, it's coming to my mind. I feel the person connected to you, it's like they kind of always put themselves in a situation of being an option or a second choice. Okay, I feel whoever this someone else is, it's smelling a little bit naughty. It's smelling a little bit kind of forbidden. Let it be. I'm going to say it, it's coming to my mind. Say your person isn't the most loyal kind of person and is even talking to a friend's partner, or like, I just feel your person can be a little bit shady when it comes to love, but it's like there's subconscious trauma. It's like they don't want to put themselves in a situation that their heart's going to be broken. So they put themselves in, not here, subconsciously, okay? It's like a protection thing. I think your person always aligns with people that they're not going to be a first choice priority. Does that make sense? It's making sense in my mind. But without them knowing, it actually affects their confidence more and more doing that. They feel just as overwhelmed when they get in situations like this. But again, because it's a subconscious thing, it's like your person doesn't believe that they truly deserve to be happy. They keep putting themselves in really sticky situations, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. And again, I have to say it, if it is them facing their reflection, they're going to be affected in a lot of areas in their life to hopefully make them wake up to certain decisions and emotional traits that they have. Okay. But first card, this person, it's like they just don't learn from their mistakes. It's sad. 8 of Swords in reverse. And that's okay. That's good. Could be things to do with family as well. I was about to say the sad thing is I think this person thinks that they're mentally strong, that they're in control of their decisions, that hold on, I want one more for this. Justice, there it is. And that's what I was saying with them. Whatever's happening with family, foundations, like in their life, pentacles, relationships, they got the Justice card over this. So they're getting a lot of life lessons, okay? But the sad thing is, what I feel from this person's energy, it's a little bit, because in their brain, they're like, no, I'm making the right decision. Reminds me when things start to fall apart, your person's accustomed to the blame game, the victim mentality, okay? But they're definitely getting a shake up here. Legal matters could be another thing that they're having to deal with. Wow. So I think this has started within the last 1 to 2 weeks, but I think I just heard 1 to 2 days, but 1 to 2 weeks shifting consciousness. But if they can see it or not, it's supposed to make them gain strength. But I just feel this person's in a little bit of wallow. So they're dealing with physical or emotional abuse, negative karmic connections, toxic, energetic implants, that's someone else, right? And their codependency. And I felt that in the start. I think this collective, if you really go back, I know they've got that runner energy, but I think your person's just as codependent as you, and you would have seen this in your relationship. Let it be they were very claiming over you, always wanting to be around you, or getting really anxious over just really unnecessary things, or if you wanted to go out, or you spent too much time at work, you were running half an hour late, it was like always doom and gloom. Like, I just feel this person was just as bad as you with codependence, okay? But that is a messy kind of energy right now. And the sad thing is, remember the detail. They are being faced their reflection. Sources put them, it's like they're trapped in a mirror right now, and all of their behavior, because Source clearly wants to break out their victim mentality, is being reflected to them, which means in the nicest way, your person had these qualities, okay? Emotionally abusive, very triggering here. Toxic. Don't make it fit. Alright, let's confirm these. What aren't they learning from? Could be a fire sign. Queen of Wands energy. Again, I think they've put themselves in a really weird kind of, I don't even want to say relationship, it's a weird connection. I think it's something that's more on the hush-hush side, okay, kind of hidden love. But there's a lot of, I think, one, this has been bubbling under the surface for a long time, but two, I think this person has either just kind of been caught or they're about to be, okay? So it's been bubbling under the surface for a long time, and I think there's some people around your person or this person who they're connected to that might know about this, but not easily moved, temperamental, demanding, strong-willed. I don't think your person really likes being told what to do, but I have a feeling they love to tell people what to do. Sorry, this is their current energy. And I can feel I'm like, but it makes sense why it's so heavy. They're having to reflect and learn from this behavior. This is the one that's really sad, because it's like, I just don't think this person even sees this clearly. Oh, maybe they do. Hopefully, them going through this, it's making them want more out of life. It's making them put certain priorities in reflection. It's like it's activating. They know they need to make decisions to get away from these situations. Maybe this is where the conquering self-doubt finally, setting free. But I'm not going to lie, what I heard first, I feel there's still to their actions, and because of their choices, their decisions, they keep lining up with this. But this taking your power back, maybe it is working. Hold on, let's get one more for that. Yeah, finding a new path and energy redirect. That's good. Maybe that's transitioning right now over the next couple days, because I'm hearing two very specifically. I think they're starting to realize they're limiting themselves with their environment. That's nice. That's nice. Got to remember that Justice card, that's our purple curtain in life, our good and bad karma through our actions and our decisions, right? And I always say when justice is at play at your life, you cannot avoid that purple curtain. And this person right now, they cannot avoid their purple curtain. That's good. Hopefully it does create, and again, bubbling under the surface. This has been bubbling under the surface for a long time. Why do I feel there's something very messy with family here as well? Lacking direction. But without going through this, I'm surprised we haven't seen a tower. It wouldn't move them forward. I think there's a few people in your person's life that creates blocks here. And family being a big one of them. Alright, what are they shifting with? That's good. I want to put it upright. I think this is what they're going through now, but I think they're shifting into temperance. So they could be quite an excessive person, an obsessive person too. The imbalance, the discord, they could be a bit of an antagonizer. They're definitely self-indulgent, let's be real. But I think that this is happening to start putting moderation in their life, more emotional balance. Why do I feel your person's a fixator? I feel when they have something on their mind, it's like they can't get it off their mind till it's done, right? So it's like that impatience does get activated. Like if they're sitting on something emotionally, let it be something silly like they do want to get a new job. They'll just keep focusing till that job comes through. Let it be there's a conflict in a relationship. It's like if there's a conflict in a relationship and they need to solve it, they won't take no for an answer. They'll just push till it's solved. It's like whatever this person gets trapped in their mind, so they could have a bit of an ADHD mind. It's like they can't sit still, or they can't relax until that issue is solved out of their mind, right? So if you go back into your relationship and you remember that this person was like this with you when you guys would have certain conflicts, they just couldn't walk away. They would have to have it all solved. Otherwise they would chuck a temper tantrum. They would make it so much worse. I don't think they've healed that, okay? I don't think they've healed that whatsoever. And I think this is meant to make them heal that. I want one more. That's nice. So they're balancing their... This is going to be a nice transition if they're... Oh, God. I think this is them now, especially with the deviation I had. They're just a defensive person. They don't know how to try another approach. They don't know how to retreat from that excessive emotion or no-win situation. They get quite overwhelmed quite quickly, out of control kind of person as well. They could really struggle with mental discipline and willpower, find it really hard to say no to themselves, no to others. But I do think this is what's shifting, and if they're shifting into a Queen of Cups energy with this temperance, they're balancing out their feminine energy, their compassion, their understanding. They're clearly a beautiful person when they're not triggered and they don't have their armor up. So if they're finding balance with this, you would have memories of them as well being very sensitive and nice and emotional and compassionate. She's also the card of psychic and intuition, empathy. So maybe you you know, notice that your person was quite gifted, quite special. Not that I don't think they practice it, but if they used to say things and they would happen, or they would think things and, you know, a couple days later they would cross paths, or again it would happen. I think you've had memories of their Queen of Cups internally, okay? And also, side note, there could be a water sign in their life that kind of adds to the imbalance, as well as a fire. Okay, earth, there's a lot here. And we had air before. Wow, that's what we've, in the next few days, that's your dice roll. It's time to act, fresh start, awakening. I think they're breaking free from this devil in reverse energy of attachment, someone else. But I also think there's something without these pivotal lessons, and I don't think they've completely healed. I have to make, well, not, you know what I'm saying. I don't think they're healed enough to completely understand and take accountability for their emotion, but there is a transition, there is things activating, and this is probably why remember, everything I say is for a reason. When this person has something on their mind, they can't drop it, right? And from what I can feel from this, I feel because things are falling apart, because they're kind of getting caught red-handed with some things, I just feel you're going to be the person on their mind, and this is something they need to learn to heal, to not be so excessive and impatient when they're fixating. And I just think, not that the emotion isn't genuine, but it's more the fixation. It's kind of like, no, I just need to get this sorted. I need to have this conversation. I need to have this. I need to have that. But you've got to remember, this person wasn't here for you when you needed that conversation. Okay. Right, collective, that'll make sense. Just be careful. I do actually, let's actually confirm their genuine emotion towards you right now. How do they feel? And they're still indecision, but it's changing. Okay, so maybe they're going over their indecision and how they were hot and cold with you, but there is change coming with that. Guilt. Like I said, it's not genuine. That's not the issue. I still think this person carries quite a bit of baggage that wasn't interference here. And like I said, for this collective, I think you still embody some of the same baggage that caused friction here as well. Do they have guilt? Yes. Do they want to change the direction? Yes. I still want to stick to my gun. And another thing with their indecision, they're losing their freedom. You both were codependent, but maybe they really blamed you as being the codependent one, but this has added to their indecision. And it makes sense with why I feel this person aligns themselves in situations that it's just not going to work long term. The tarot part, it's like, it's really weird. It was making sense in my mind. It's either, you know, dating someone very secretive that, you know, they shouldn't be dating, or again, talking to a friend's partner, or like just they put themselves in situations, it's like they can't be locked down. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I think they still feel, so even though there's this, I do think they still worry if they're going to lose their freedom here. Wow. Clearly, if it's arriving in 2 days, but just again, be careful. They've got courage. Guilt over the lost trust. So they could have denied a lot of things here. They could have accused you of a lot of things. They could have, remember I said it's like this person denied things till they were like black and blue. Okay. They've got guilt here. They know they broke the trust. So again, it's honesty. They have to come through with honesty. Last one. But that's nice. do I think you need to completely like, oh, get away? It's up to you. But if you're still watching this, you clearly want to know about this person. I don't think you need to be abruptive and nasty. But if it doesn't feel right, putting up a boundary, it shouldn't deter this person if it's genuine. Okay, if they're just coming out of blame, if they still embody those traits, I would just personally take it a little bit. Just go in there without your rose-colored glasses on, okay? Let's just quickly confirm. Last one for them. And I just want to see their true intention towards you. And then I just quickly want to get... So they could really be working on their body, especially if they've got body dysmorphia. They could be a bodybuilder, but maybe your person's quite athletic build. But I think they've really been... This is about discipline. So I was saying they don't have the best discipline. Maybe they're working on it. Power, strength, determination, discipline, pushing forward, resolving issues, intense self-improvement, exercise. And if you've just started intuitively focusing on that yourself, you're probably picking up this person's energy. So if you know that they suffer with some insecurities, that's actually probably very good for them to be doing. So they can be, you know, feel strong and feel better about... Not that that should matter, but it's unfortunate here in this day and age. If we're not looking good in the mirror, we think we're bloody... because of how this world is. But I think that's good for them. That's nice. They might relieve a lot of their stress doing that as well. It's good. Oh, there it is. So we've got, they are in that thunderstorm, which kind of confirms what we're seeing. Oh, wow. So they're going through destruction. A warning, out of control. That's the second time that came out, but it's to create an energy shift, okay? Conflict around them, but opportunity to overcome this stuff. And they've got huge transition. Maybe you're seeing 555 a lot too, but poor health, disease, illness. Maybe you didn't know this. Maybe this is why they're really turning to fitness as well and strengthening their body. They could have had an accident, broken bones, or actual, you know, internal illness. They've needed self-care for a long time, but they've been avoiding it. They might have just found what the root cause is to their health issues as well. But something's off with them right now and they're in pain and underlying conditions. They didn't get health there, but maybe you don't realize this person's been going through health issues, okay? Like literally, they could literally be going through some really bad health things. Especially with focusing on this, I feel this person's starting to get their strength back. I don't think your person deals with the ups and downs of life very well. I think when they have downs in life, it consumes them. I think your person just gets so knocked around by emotion, and this is probably why they protect their emotions so much. It's like they know deep down inside they can't deal with emotion, especially love. I think love is gut-wrenching for this person. I don't think this person has ever, even with you, I don't think they've ever had a love that flourished and lasted. And it's like, they remind me of someone that completely gets invested so quickly, and just as quick as they get invested, things go to shit because they're so intense. I think once they have their sights set on someone, they're claiming, they're possessive. They're so possessive that they end up getting really bad trust issues because of their insecurities. It's like they always ruin something good. So I wouldn't be surprised if this collective, even after you, they said, I'm never dating again. I'm never going to love again. It was like after you, I think you were like the final straw. And then I'm seeing my man with a caged heart. It's like this person has purposely, it makes sense with why I'm seeing they align themselves to situations. They're kind of more of that option because subconsciously, even though they care, it's like they don't care enough to hurt like they hurt here with you. Makes sense? But that's not the nicest energy, let's be real. could have a little dog like that, or this person could. What kind of dog is that? Is it a Jack Russell? What is that? Those little... they could be having legal stuff too, because they got the justice. They just got the gavel, convictions, decisions made, legal matters, court order, being judged. Serious situation. Health, adjudication, broken relationships, broken family ships, shit income. Like that is, this person's going through it. You've got 4, 5, 6 as well. Oh, this reminds me, we did a collective a couple, or was it last week? And it was like, I tapped into a person, it could kind of be the same energy. I tapped into a person, whole life's going to shit, but they're like, meh, undaunted by it. Aloof, my way or the highway, unflappable, cool cat, not my problem, what I want when I want, that victim mentality. Oh, you want to hope they're breaking out of that. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. I want one more for that cat. That's not good. The labyrinth, lost, delayed, this is why they have to face their reflection. No matter what towers they get, you could have loved that movie as well as a kid. No matter what towers they get, it's like nothing severe enough to wake this person up. Lost, delayed, it's complicated, going inward, that's good. A spiritual quest, long way home, problem to solve, catch 22. They're stuck in a pickle right now. But at least they're breaking, I think they're like semi-breaking out of this cat energy. But this a situation to sort out. They clearly know this is not the right behavior. Okay, so maybe they are breaking free a little bit from the victim mentality, the blame game. That's, I think, yeah, 50-50 there. All right, bodybuilder. Sunflower. That could be your favorite flower. We love a sunflower. 10th of the 6th, 6th of the 10th. Positivity, happiness. So fitness makes this person happy, which is good. I think a strong body and a strong mind, which good health routine teaches. You always say mental discipline equals self-love, because you learn to say no to yourself and also yes to yourself, to things that you keep avoiding. Shows you care about your sacred vessel. But joy, positivity, happiness, faith, spiritual growth, it's also helping them grow spiritually. They feel abundance isn't just external, but I think when they've got good routine, they start to feel abundant within. They start to feel more balanced. That's nice. Thunderstorm. What's that? The crack shot. What's that? 3rd of the 5th, 5th of the 3rd. Oh, so their tongue, their sharp tongue, their acid tongue clearly gets them in trouble. So this person, remember when we saw that devil in reverse? I said this person could be a bit emotionally abusive too. Very intense, a showdown, accuracy, arrogant, excel, witty. Whatever's going on here, I think whoever your person's dealing with is kind of just like them, very acid tongue, very kind of forthright, blunt, cold, and I think it accelerates the situation. I don't think whoever your person is going through this with, it's like neither of them can just let the fire settle. It just always gets over the top and really nasty. I want one more for that. The hot air balloon. But it is finding balance, okay? Rising above. I don't know about that. Continuous flow, ascending. Maybe they are starting to see a few lessons here. This is about a new perspective, rising above. Maybe they are starting to shift and realize whoever they keep dealing with that creates this, it's not worth the stress, the hassle. Headache. You could have a headache. Like one of those like palpitating headaches watching this. Holy moly! They got the weight of this illness, whatever they've gone through health. I don't think the right collective knows. This has weighed them down so much. 10th of the 5th, 5th of the 10th. Burdens physically and mentally and or emotionally. Stress, trouble, challenges. It's held them back. And they had certain obligations. They went through a lot of hardship with this. Why did I just hear this? I'm going to say it. It's collective, so don't stress, but I'm hearing it. It came to my mind. I just heard prostate. So it could have been really like something quite scary. Okay. Whatever the illness, weight of the world on their shoulder. Gavel. That's the thing where they used to chop the head off. Underneath the adjudication, open dishonor, humiliation. They found fault here, punishment, abuse, caught red-handed, public ridicule. So they had embarrassment over whatever this. So they had health, law issues, shit going right in every aspect of that. This person is, remember the start of this reading, I'm seeing someone, 2 mirrors and a shadow. It's like everything is catching up to them because of their bad behavior. They can't avoid their shadow. They couldn't run anywhere here. Serving time. What are the chances? Your person could have literally had to serve some time, and they didn't. It was embarrassment here. No wonder this person's been away from you. You weren't allowed to deal with this. And there's the dice, about to roll the dice. Then you had that with the gamble, taking a risk, luck. This is also about playing games though, so be careful. Random result, an uncertain outcome. And also if they don't transition out of fate and what comes next, where do we go from here, is what I just heard. Wow, emerald, you could love that colour. You could have an emerald ring. All right, let's just see this person's intention towards you. Like, that is some pretty messy stuff this person's been going through. Just saying. All right, let's see their true intention. Alright. Aries, there could be, because that came out in the tarot, but forgiveness. So you could be an Aries, they could be an Aries or an Aries connected. But the energy of this card, number 82, I was impulsive, truth, irrational and selfish, truth. I push this connection to its breaking point. I'm sorry for causing so much conflict in our life. They know they affected this, especially with the trust issues here. Okay, they've got a lot of guilt over that. And I think they've got guilt for exiting so quickly. But again, everything happens for a reason. If they had that karma to pay off, if they had those health issues, adjudication things that they had to go through in their karmic wheel, you clearly weren't meant to be there by this person's side. I know I'm not happy. I feel I have no way out, but they do. This is this person, victim mentality. I just can't walk away from my duties or the one that I'm with, even if I'm not entirely happy. I think duties tie into family for some reason. 21, I'm seeking your forgiveness even if I can't utter the words. So again, coming in with a bit of an armor. I'm trying to also forgive myself for treating you unfairly, but hoping I can quiet my guilt, twin flames. So this is why they're facing their reflection too. They're being, like I said, they're getting a taste of their shadow right now. They're seeing their behavior being inflicted to them with others. My flame just split as I said that. Oh, it just went out. The flame literally just split. As soon as I said that, there was another little flame there. Sign. That twin flame. purpose to live life separately, learning lessons, possible reunion after becoming stronger and awakened, single soul split in half before reincarnating into two separate bodies. I never read the other side of that. There's a reason I did. 24. I recognize our connection was intense and it still burns my soul. It's a connection that can never be broken, but it's one that must be balanced in order to move forward together. Just remember that, my angels, and your glow. Remember I said I feel this person watches you, so they could have had quite a bit of envy over you for a while too. All right, I'm gonna get what's coming next, but I just quickly want to confirm a message from the universe for you, what you're going through. Just quickly, I just want to get 5 for you guys. You got the hot air balloon, so you're ascending as well. You're overcoming hardship. Maybe you guys went on a hot air, or you were going to. You both got it, or you want to. All right, so you right now, you're balancing, uplifted, you're rising above, okay? You've got a new perspective, you're trying to go with the flow, you're ascending. You could actually be feeling good, but you got the blinders, the horse, 8-8, you could be seeing 8-8-8 a lot. You yourself have a little bit of victim mentality, sometimes they're saying, okay? That sometimes you get confused, you get tunnel visioned here. Narrow focus. Maybe you just came out of it. I'm not gonna lie, I've had so many collectives going through meltdown, especially last week, like meltdown mode, and maybe you did have a little bit of a breakdown and you were feeling like a little bit of a victim, like a little bit poor me, poor my. Sometimes, you know, we all go through it, but as long as you pull yourself out of it. But there is something right now that you're hyper focused on, okay? They're saying just be careful because this can create confusion. The train, maybe you're fixated on moving on. I'm just going back to the very first deck. New endeavor, going away, one direction, keep moving forward. Another card of going with the flow. Maybe you're kind of in tunnel vision that the opposite. Instead of focusing that they're coming back, you're focusing on, I'm getting the F out of here. And you could actually be going traveling because you've got the vacation that came out. What's that? A kerosene? Is that oil, flammable stuff? Oh, be careful, my angels. Don't make it fit. You've got a bit of a temper right now. Aggression, ignited, fuel, but powerful, volatile situation. And I've said it a few times. This situation, divine or not, I do not think it's ready. Okay, I don't think it's ready here. It could be a point that you guys can move forward from a certain block, but if this is here, you would have been temperamental over the past few days. The universe would be showing you. I always say when pivotal lessons come in, especially with divines, you get the emotion just before it happens. So have you been victim mentality? Have you been aggressive? Have you been argumentative? Has the littlest things been triggering you? Are you feeling intolerant? Are you feeling in thin skin? When you're thinking of certain things, is it just that fixation and blinders on? Like, don't make it fit. The right collective, you are getting triggered, all the emotion that you're about to experience. And you need to ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Did you deal with that emotion in a way that you were proud of? Or did you have a moment after thinking, shit, I should have done that better. I could have dealt with that better. They're saying you've got a hot temper right now, so watch out. I always say lessons like this, they definitely come from family or even strangers. Sometimes, you know, telemarketers can just really, the impatience, they can get under your skin. Just see, there's a reason I use those two examples. Just see where your temper comes. Is it your impatience, or is it maybe dealing with other people that are a little bit victim mentality and quite defensive and can't see other sides of the coin. Like, see where the frustration comes from. But you going over the fine... Oh, the right collective. You're in a bit of detective mode. So you got 77688. So 678. And they got 456, 654. But they are saying here there's still hidden information, okay? There's something here you need to read between the lines with. And I promise you, now that I'm seeing what this person has gone through, even if they come in masked and you've got... And I am not saying that what this person's going through isn't, you know, clearly it's something they have to go through in life to wake them up. But they are going through some shit. And if they come to you and you're not understanding, or you're just very highly triggered, or you're a bit aggressive, especially if they're just removing themselves out of a devil in reverse energy, like, it's just going to backfire, because I don't think this person's in a clear state of being. I don't think they're feeling peace. So just be careful. Don't react too quickly, but detail, look closer, do a bit of, I wouldn't go do research, but just try and see. Remember the start, I said don't take their armor personally. If their armor's up, it's for a reason. And if you're getting triggered, remove yourself from the situation, but just voice it. This is triggering me. I feel like I'm getting pissed off. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be intolerant. I don't want to be argumentative. I just need a bit of time. I don't know why, but this is triggering me, okay? Just take accountability for your trigger. But deep dive, hidden information. Double check, read between the lines. I got the labyrinth too. Let's just get you one more. Oh, the sunflower. It's going to be okay. I think we've got a lot of people going through an ascension. Joy, positivity, happiness, spiritual growth, steady, fast, warmth, abundance, good luck. You're going to be okay, but just, I think you've got a few more days of kind of trying to understand where this is coming from, why this still comes up over you, how to ride the wave and not retaliate. Okay, I just want to get a couple of what they want to say, and then we'll get tarot. Something to say, literally. Oh, God. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. They think they are, but they're not. Because as soon as this person, you can smell it on them. As soon as they focus on something, they can't let it go. They're like a dog with a bone. Emotional intimacy. So they're still not completely emotionally vulnerable. Maybe this is what upsets you. Especially if there's been a lot of time and this person decides to come back and they're still dry. I think that's what's going to irritate you. Because the right collective, you're focusing on that train energy. I actually think the blinders are you trying to get past all this. So them kind of sucking you back in, reeling you back in, I think it's going to frustrate you. But they're single. I'm afraid to truly be... Oh my gosh. And that's... Remember when we were reading them, I said it's like they're... Whoever they've been doing whatever with... And like I said, I don't think it's an actual relationship. I think it was more of a situationship. I said, maybe this person's going away or something, or there's been a really big bust up and they're coming forward. This could also irritate you too. If they're actually honest and they're like, I just went through a really bad breakup, or whatever they say, this might actually annoy you. Because you don't want to feel like an option. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotion is something I'm still working on. I think this I'm single, it's kind of a half truth that's coming here. But focused, I actually love this card. I love this card. So this person is focusing on their money and getting their shit together, especially with that sunflower. That's good. That sunflower came out, sorry. I washed my hair before. It's really puffy, frizzy. I was just about to say, because that sunflower came out with the bodybuilder. This person could be a PT, or maybe this is the path that they decided to go down. Like if they really love fitness, but I don't know, it came to my mind. But them being focused on money, maybe they're finally putting themselves in a financial position that they enjoy doing what they're doing, especially if they were working for family or something and it was just holding them back. they were clearly not in the best financial, whatever they were doing before, it wasn't really working for them. I feel this focused on money is more they're finally setting on a path that they enjoy, which is nice. Or their fantasy. So there's a high sexual desire for you. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos. And I saw that on that laptop, that first part. I feel this person, let it be your socials or let it be they've got videos and stuff saved of you and they use them for inspiration. They want you. They're really on top of you right now. Okay, let's get into it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to choose a tarot deck. Hold on. I feel like I needed another deck. I haven't used this one in years. Alright, let's week ahead. Oh my god, first card, Eight of Wands. So we do, it's coming in very quickly. Eight of Wands is beautiful because it's also about good news. Yes, it's about communication, but it's things that bring your life into alignment. Okay, so we've got some, and it's also a card of travel. That's a big detail for the right collective. This is going to come in rapidly, but it's coming in a positive way if dealt with right, okay? Sun. With Page of Coins, I don't think this is too bad. I think this person might come in a little bit of a creative way is what I'm hearing. But Page of Coins is another card of good news. I just think, especially when I'm reading love, when I see the pages, it's more of a, I don't want to say immature, but I just don't think it's in... Maybe it's more of a childish kind of, not childish, but more of an innocent kind of way, not so serious. Maybe this person is more, again, more surface level. I do think it might be something a little bit creative, not manipulative, but I don't think it's just going to be a hey, let's just put it that way. Okay, but this can really illuminate the situation here. I always see that Sun as well as kind of that infinite possibilities and potential. But it's one of the happiest cards in the deck, so I was kind of feeling quite opposite energy when I was reading the other decks. This isn't too bad. Oh my god, and you got the Page of Wands. Look at the pages here. You could start a new path with this. Okay, you really could. But again, I wouldn't rush it. I would just take it very slowly. I would see this at face value. I would just... I know it says you got to do more research and read between the lines, but just them presenting this way, I think that's answer to you enough. I think it's going to be more childlike, more playful, but it's definitely got potential to redirect the energy of this. There you go. You got your Two of Cups. It could be very tender and sweet. Okay, it's definitely a soul connection. You can see it, but just for them to be releasing a Two of Cups, it really is about duality, two very like-minded souls as well. So however they, and I'm saying this because I love you, this collective, and I've said it a few times in this, if you're coming up as Two of Cups, you're both the same here. So even though they might have different emotional things they need to evolve, this collective, you still have things you need to emotionally evolve. And maybe this is why you don't want to be playing the victim here, because that's in your energy right now. You're both at fault. Maybe this person, there was a bit of, you know, different, again, kind of behavior, but you can see your different traumas that you have. But I need to make it clear, you're no better than this person emotionally, and they're no better than you emotionally. I think you both have evolution that needs to be done here. Okay, especially if you do resonate with this person being your divine, your twin flame. Two in the same. Okay. Wow. So this Eight of Wands can, Six of Swords, you can overcome the hardship here, resolve this situation, sail outside of that storm, but you need to move on from the past. But this could really create smoother sailings here, okay? It just depends on how this this is really nice. The only thing that I would say, just put the brakes on a bit, because you both are still, I think that's both of you coming out as a page. Sun. I hope I saved that video. It was Two of Cups and the Six of Swords underneath the Eight of Wands. Just in case I didn't, I just went blank then. So I was saying, because Two of Cups have come out here, you're both as bad as each other. You're two in the same. Remember that. Okay, no one's better than the other. This right collective, you're having to go over victim mentality. Sometimes the harder the lesson to see, the bigger the lesson learned. Saying you both kind of feel like you're on this page journey. Okay, don't put yourself in an ivory tower, pretty much. Then underneath this Eight of Wands, you got Six of Swords. So you do have potential, if this conversation goes well, right, to really sail off from this hardship, to restore the peace, create some tranquility. And then you got Tower in reverse underneath the Sun. So you need to illuminate and reflect on your own emotion, your own shadows. This is gonna, this could provide you both a lot of internal lessons here if done right, okay? So it's delayed for a reason. All of this happened for a reason. And if you're seeing it too physically, and especially the more I'm seeing them, your karmic wheels definitely did not align in this separation, okay? You were someone, and the feminines do, you have to get on your path, you have to soar, you have to do this, you have to do that. As you're transitioning out of being an empath to a transmuter healer, you got to remember the people that you love, especially being an empath before your transition, you would have done and bent over backwards for this person, and your mission work would have gone on the back burner. You weren't supposed to carry their baggage as if it was your own. This all happened for a reason, okay? So instead of seeing it so surface level, my advice, don't take each other's armor personally. Be transparent with your communication. If you're getting triggered and pissed off, say it. Say it. Say, I'm getting irritated. It's not your fault. It's my own fault. There's clearly some things I need to overcome. I need a few days. Whatever the case, okay? Just don't be reactive. Oh my God, you got Four of Wands. Sometimes I see that as a proposal as well. My Page of Coins, I'm not going to lie. I'm not, especially with marriage here, but I'm not saying that you're going to get married this next week, but it could really, it's my 20 card, okay? You guys could definitely get on the track of this, okay? It's very nice. From what I was reading, like, this is blowing me away a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. King of Swords, but be careful, because he's sarcastic. He's a little bit blunt. He's a little bit of a passive aggressive kind of energy. But I'm not gonna lie. This is what needs the energy redirect. But I think this is part of your person's defense mechanism, even yours. I'm seeing my hyena. I think you both can mask your emotion with more of humor, light-hearted nature, trying to make the situation not too serious, okay? But that's not going to work here. That'll trigger you both. Just be your authentic, real self. He's not a nice card, personality-wise, especially trying to come in and soothe the situation. Like, you don't want to deal with that. And then you've got, this is beautiful, Five of Swords in reverse. So unexpected surprise, making amends, okay? With your Two of Cups, this is going to be very unexpected. I do think you have potential to really make amends here and come into alignment. My advice, no blame game here. No, you're this, I'm that. Just remember that deviation. You're two bloody peas in a pod. I think if you can see that this person's armor's up, they're clearly coming from a vulnerable place. And if your armor's up, you're coming from a vulnerable place. You both need to conquer self-doubt here, okay? Which looks like you're going to do. Cool, new beginning. This is the Magma Tarot. This is really nice. I haven't used this in years. It used to be one of my favourite decks. Magical deck. All right. Let's just get you guys a little one of these. Yeah, you've got to let go of, don't try and control this situation. You know, it's funny because I'm going back to saying this person when I have had the itchiest armpits the past few days. When your person's fixated on something, they can't let it go. I think this collective, you're the same. I think you're the same. And this is something you both need to heal. And I think as soon as you feel out of control with situations, you get ignited and you get anxious. But this is true love. Well, we know that. Just breathe, relax. It's actually quite nice, that last part. Through this separation, I think you both deserve the right kind of love. Just treat them how you would wish to be treated, okay? Doesn't mean don't have boundaries and suck up this person's ass. That's not, I just want to clarify that because some people can just completely misinterpret what I'm saying. I just mean if they're coming in and it's upsetting you, speak about it, but in a nice, kind, constructive way. I feel like you're wearing a mask. That might not be your intention, but it's like it's igniting me. So I just need a little bit of time, okay? Don't be like, block this, argue that. That's what I mean about treat them how you wish to be treated. Doesn't mean lack boundaries and suck up their ass. Do you know what I'm... Okay. Slow and steady. Don't have an expectation everything's just gonna heal overnight. Children could be involved, and maybe there's potential to have children here as well. But this is about children could be interfering in this connection. But the chemistry. And don't be blinded by lust and passion. That was another thing in the purple deck. I definitely just advise. I'm not nobody's mother, like I said. I wouldn't be giving your sacred vessel away at this point, okay? Because this collective, if it doesn't go well, this person still freaks out. You've got to remember you both are still embodying a bit of that runner-chaser dynamic. So this person freaks out. What's going to happen? They're going to run, and then what are you going to do? You're going to sit in regret, and you're going to think, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. I'm so silly, and it's not even worth the stress. Oh my God, you got 2 5-cent pieces, so you're both transforming. But fiery climax approaches. And it's the 12th here today, so it's Libra pink moon. Venus is returning. It's a big day. So we've got H, N... R-I, 3 R's, another 2 R's, and a J. Both 5-cent pieces here. So we've got 2020 and 2021. Maybe they were important years for you too, but you can restore trust in your happiness. I just noticed there's a V here as well. So 5 days could be important. It's so funny. This is my broken ring. And at the start of the reading, my ring broke. You could have just broke a ring. It literally snapped in the back. So weird. And then the broken ring charm came out. That's clearly an important detail. Or you just lost a gem out of a ring. Babies. You're just babies right now. Have to grow together. But your perseverance is paying off. Silver, the color of perseverance. My pink heart with the white rim around it. New beginning in love. And the baby pearl. They're just little magical bubbles at the moment. And then sage. Okay. Important dates. 8th of the 1st, 1st of the 8th. 8-8, that came out before. 1-1-1, 1-1-1 or 4 1s. 16th of the 8th. 6 by itself. 8th of the 1st again. 15th of the 8th. 15th of the 1st. 11th of the 10th. 10th of the 11th. 101. All right, my loves. I love you guys. So I'm going to pop this on YouTube, and then I'll be on TikTok a little bit later this afternoon. Okay, I'm definitely going to get 2 readings up today. So if that didn't resonate, don't make it fit. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you over on TikTok.